Hi everyone. Today I'll be walking through Zapier. Zapier is an integration software that allows users to transfer data between a variety of different apps. For instance, I can connect my Instagram to my Twitter and create a tweet whenever I post to Instagram, or I can use Zapier to create Zoom meetings when there's a meeting on my Google Calendar. Here we are on the Zapier dashboard. New accounts on Zapier get a 14-day trial period before they have to subscribe to the service, and that's what I'm using right now. You can create a zap or a shortcut here by choosing two softwares you want linked. One program is the trigger and the other will be the action. Zapier will also recommend you certain popular zaps that are commonly used. So here we can create Gmail emails and send them to Slack channel messages, or we can add MailChimp subscribers for new Gmail emails. So we have a bunch of different recommended workflows for myself. But before we start making them, let's check out the Explore page. Alright, here Zapier can help you find a use for its tools. It suggests you different types of zaps for whatever you need, whether it be CRM, email, or marketing. If we scroll down, Zapier shows all the different apps and software that they can integrate with. So down here, we have tons of different options from Typeform, Airtable, Calendly, Stripe, Instagram. So there's, I think they say over 44,000 different apps, which is incredible. So if we see all these, there's also templates that they recommend to me here as well. So let's go back to the dashboard and start making a zap. Alright, back on the dashboard, if you've been following my month-long project, you'll know that I've taught myself a variety of different tech tools. I'll link the landing page in the description. Check it out if you haven't seen it already. So what I'm going to do with all those tech tools I've learned is I'm going to use Zapier to create connections and make a workflow between them. So we're going to start with Slack and Excel. So the trigger will be in Slack, and I can browse all the triggers here. So mentions, new reactions, or new users. So whenever Zapier finds one of these in Slack, it will create an action or do an action on Excel. So I can add a row, I can add a row to a table, create a spreadsheet, or update a row. And that will happen when it finds a trigger. So the trigger for this will be a new reaction, and then the action that happens in Excel will be adding a row to a table. Alright, as we continue to edit our zap or our shortcut, we want to figure out why we're doing this. So what I want is that every time I send a message into Slack and I react to it, it will create a row on a table in Excel. So what I can use this for is a updating real-time ledger. So every time I react, it adds a row to whatever I type in. So I can create a ledger that I can update wherever I am just by sending a message to Slack. So to do this, we gotta first set it up. So the trigger event, that will be the new reaction added. And then we gotta choose an account, which will be my account and my Slack board or my community. And the reaction will be the thumbs up. The channel will be in the business expenditures by user me. And then we gotta test the trigger. So we're gonna go to Slack and send in a message. This is the Slack channel we're going to be working with. I made a video walking through Slack and some of its features, and I'll link that below as well. So this is the business expenditures channel. Zapier will be looking through this channel because this is the one we specified, and it's the one it will be looking for me to react to a message, specifically react with a thumbs up. So we're going to send in a message, and we're doing business expenses, so we'll say gas. And send it. And then we also have to react to it as well with the thumbs up emoji. Here we go. And let's go back to Zapier and see if it picked it up. Okay, now let's see if Zapier can find that trigger. So we're going to be looking through test trigger and find another one. These were all old. So let's see. Yep, reaction D. And the text here is gas. So when Zapier finds the trigger, it finds also all the information about it. So it finds the text, the name, the real name, and all the information about the person who sent in that information, even including the image of my profile picture. And it can use this data in the action depending on what we want it to do. So let's continue and go to Excel. So this is the business expenditures Excel workbook. I made this one in the online version of Excel. I've created a video detailing a bunch of different Excel formulas and functions. I'll link that below as well. But anyways, here we have where I want my information from Slack to come into. So I have a requester column, an item column, an amount column, and a calculation. And these are actually two different tables. I'll show you why in a bit. But anyways, in this column will show how much each item cost. This will show the item, and this will show the person who requested it. This here will calculate everything in this column with the sum formula. And anyways, this is where I want all my information from Slack to come into. Now to edit the action, we select the app and the action event, which will be adding a row to the table. And then we choose the account, which I already showed, and we're going to set up the action next. So the storage source is OneDrive, Microsoft OneDrive. And then the spreadsheet is business expenditures, which I was just on. The worksheet, sheet 1, there was only one sheet. And the table, which is the first table with requester and item. So under the requester column, it will show the message user real name, which is my name, Spencer Wynn, and it can show you all these different, it will display anything else. So the user's real name, the channel ID, the profile email that's attached to the person who sends in the message, or anything else. And then the item will be the message text. So whatever I type in will show onto Excel. And if we wanted to test that action, we could retest right here. And it will send a new row to Excel. And let's go back and check it out. Now that we've created a shortcut to send messages from Slack to Excel, I also want to send a value in dollars to Excel as well. That way we can calculate the money and we don't have to do any of that math. So what we want to do is do the exact same function, but we need to have a different trigger or a different reaction to trigger it. And then we also want to send it to a different row or a different table. So that's why I created two tables in the Excel worksheet as I showed you before. That way it doesn't send to the same table and it messes everything up. So I can create a easy way to organize and calculate all the money that comes in. So we're going to create the same Zap, except we're going to just change the reaction and the table that the information is being sent to. So we're back and creating another Zap. So everything is exactly the same, except that it's a different reaction trigger. So instead of the thumbs up, it'll be the Slack logo, which is whenever Zapier sees the Slack logo, it will activate the program. So same channel, same user, just different reaction. So when it sees the Slack reaction, it will send information to the next table over. So it'll go to table 2 instead of table 1. So if it's a number value, I can react to it with the Slack emoji, and it will send that information to the Excel second table that we have. So we're back in Slack. We first sent our message, our item request, which was gas, and the next thing we're going to put in is the amount, which was, let's say, $60. So just put it in, and then we'll react to it with the Slack emoji, which is this one, and Zapier will see this and send it to our Excel workbook. So we're back in Excel, and the amount has transferred over. The $60 we typed into Slack is now here, and the calculation is working as well. It's calculating everything in this column. Everything lines up, so it looks like both of our shortcuts are working, but can they work in tandem with each other? So let's go back to Slack and restart the entire process. All right, now we have Slack on one side, Excel on the other. Let's send a message into Slack. What did I buy? I bought lunch for, let's say, 15. So To trigger the first shortcut, we have to react with a thumbs up, which will send it to the first table in Excel, and and then react to this one with the slack to send it to the second one, because this is the value. And then if we go back to Excel and refresh the table, let's see if our shortcut worked. And here we go. Requester, me, and the item, lunch, I thumbs it up, and the amount is $15. And there it is. It comes in and it calculates as well. And that's how Zapier works to create workflows and shortcuts in programs. And it doesn't even have to be just Slack and Excel. It can be any other program that they offer integrations with. Zapier is a program that helps you expedite mundane tasks. I could jot down all of my expenditures in my Notes app, but then I'd still have to transfer it all into Excel. Zapier takes away all of the boring work and can save you countless hours of mundane tasks, giving you more time to do the important tasks you need to do. Zapier offers almost unlimited options in creating different workflows. I love the way Zapier's integrations work, the seamlessness of the actions, and the efficiency Zapier provides. I hope you found my video helpful and informative. Have a good one.